Hey, welcome on in. It is Radio Row Week here on ClavesOnline.com, brought to you by Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Alton, Toyota, Trice Consulting, Western University, and Fast Eddie's Bon Air. Joe Roderick here with you, and we are kicking things off on a Monday. What did we decide? 7 years? 7 years that we've been doing this. Handicapper Brandon Lang, BrandonLang.com, with us here. We go all the way back to San Francisco.
I turned 60 at the end of this month, which means I was 53 when we were in San Francisco. Man, time flies. By the way, that intro, it's like
get you amped up for it. You see the video that goes along with it, all the pictures and the video and stuff too. It's
like you just dropped a hit of E in a club in Vegas.
Where you are from, and where the Super Bowl is next year. Are you already looking ahead to that now, and what that is going to be like?
I'm going to start training now for the party. There's going to be a lot of Star Trek moments. I'm going to take most of you where no man has gone before. So it's my town. I'm going to be expected to produce results. So
I've been there one night in my life. One night. That was last year, driving down from Seattle to San Diego, and we stopped there for one night.
And what did you do?
Honestly, it was me and a buddy. I was helping him move, and we went. I couldn't tell you where we went or what. We just stopped. We stayed across the street from T-Mobile, whatever hotel, whatever casino that is. Ended up in some
Aria
club that reminded me like I was in college, and the music they were playing and everything. We drank whatever, and then we got, woke up the next morning and kept driving down to San Diego.
Did you gamble at all?
I don't gamble. I have the DraftKings on my phone, and I bet I'll put like $1 bets on just for shits.
Just for action.
What worked out really well at the start of the Cardinal season, baseball season last year. So it's legal in Illinois, not legal in Missouri. So I live on the Illinois side. Driving over to a Cardinal game, I get to a certain point before I cross the river and say, okay, $1 Albert's going to come a month. And at the beginning of the season, it was like plus 1,300.
Absolutely.
And then as the year went on, those odds kept going and getting lower and lower as it went on.
I know a buddy that was doing that with Judge, and he was killing it. Mm-hmm. Had great value, killing it, made a lot of money. So you're right, with the individual player props and stuff now.
They would bring him in beginning of the year. If they would bring him off the bench against the lefty, and it was, how quick can I get to my I got to beat the TV for this. If I'm on a delay watching it at home, I got to get to that and get that in before that. There's times, you see him up there against the lefty, and you're like, all right, do I go above what I usually do here?
I say you really don't have to bet big just to have action.
And it's fun. I don't need to get addicted to that.
When I did Stephen A. Smith's show, quite frankly, on ESPN2, it was myself and two people that were against gambling. And we started off the show, and they were coming at me hard. And I said to them, let me pull a basketball hoop into the theater right now, into the studio right now. And I'm going to have you two go over there and shoot baskets for 5 minutes while Steven and I talk. And then I'm going to tell you to stop. And I'm going to tell you to go to the free throw line. And I'm going to tell you each to shoot a free throw. If you make that free throw, I'm going to give you a first-class round-trip airfare to Hawaii and 7 days at the Ritz-Carlton if you make that free throw. If you miss, it costs you nothing. But if you make, that's what I'm going to give each of you. Now, when you step to the free throw line and you get ready to shoot that free throw, and all those emotions are going through you as you're about to shoot that free throw for first-class airfare and a trip to Hawaii, and you're about to release it, I said, guess what? That's what you get when you bet on a game. For 3 hours in a football game, 2.5 hours in a basketball game. Every play means something. Whether you got $1 on it, $5, $10, that's why you bet. And they both go, we still wouldn't do it. And I said, you're liars. You're both liars. And the studio audience went crazy and got behind me. They had no shot after that. And that's it. And I tell people all the time.
And you know what? There are people out there that can't handle when you stop with it.
That leads in my next point, which is if you only bet what you can afford to lose, you're never going to get in trouble. If you do it responsibly, and that's why I tell people when they come to Vegas. I've been to Vegas. I've lived there on and off for 30 years. And I've said, when you come to Vegas, 4 days, put in your pocket how much you plan on losing, and you're okay with it. Because now, when you sit down at the table to gamble, you gamble freely. You don't gamble tight. And when you gamble freely, you make more free decisions. And all my buddies have told me, guess what? We tend to win more than we lose now. That now we go in there with that relaxed atmosphere of like, I can handle losing 1,000. So let's go. Am I going to double down? Yeah, I'll double down. There we go. You don't. Scared money makes you tense.
So when you see bets out there, like, so I saw the bet during the Jaguars Chargers game, where the Chargers were up 27-0.
Yeah.
And some guy goes and he bets.
I had the Jags.
Yeah, but he bet something, like $1 million that the Chargers were going to win the game when they're already up 27-0. Thinking, I'll just make an extra.
Who took that bet?
But I remember, I don't know the details of it, but it was.
I never heard that.
I need to find this.
At all. Some idiot at 27-0 bet $1 million that the Chargers would win the game. Do you know the juice that he had to lay on that? He had to lay $5 million to win $1 million.
Out of the New York Post, and I typed it in real quick. So the guy bets when it was 27-0. A better he put $1.4 million on it.
To win what?
It's
$500,000.
The net profit would be $11,000. He bet $1.4 million to win $11,000.
That means what that tells you is he had $1.4 million. It might as well have been 100.
Well, I mean, if you have that, like, if you have that much money to lose, how are you getting off from making $11,000?
It's just a stupid bet. Oh my God!
Like, how are you getting off from that?
Obviously, they never released the guy's name or where he's from.
I'm not seeing that.
No way. He does not want people to know who he is.
DraftKings made the bet.
You want to risk that to win 11,000?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. If you have 1.4 that you could just this way, why do you do it? Like that's crazy to me.
Bro. Imagine $1.4 million. Just drive down the freeway and take 1.4 and throw that out
yeah,
window.
just to make that. I mean, that'd be like me putting $1 to make an extra $1.
That's Jesse Pinkman driving down the road in Breaking Bad, putting money in people's mailboxes. Remember?
Right. Yeah, it really is. It's crazy, and that anybody would take that bet too.
You have so much money that you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna put it on.
What bets are you looking at for this?
So I actually got some prop bets that I absolutely love. The running back for the Eagles, who ran for 47 yards in the Niners game, Gainwell. His over-under rush yards are 18.5. That seems awfully low. So I'm on that minus.
His rushing attempts, you said?
No, rushing yards.
Rushing yards.
Over under 18.5. He went for 47.
See, when you see, when you see ones like that low, like one, he gets one hole.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
He busts that one go.
Miles Sanders rush attempts. He hasn't got over 13.5 in 4 weeks. So I'm going to play under 13.5. Travis Kelce, anytime touchdown.
Yeah, anytime.
Minus 140.
Okay.
Pretty good value there.
Yeah.
Gainwell, the running back, who I think they feature more than Miles Sanders in the second half. Anytime touchdown plus 275.
When you have a running quarterback the way the Eagles do, how hard is it to make those bets for the running backs?
Really good, because they focus on taking the quarterback away. And with Hurts banged up a little bit, he ran a little bit against the Niners.
He's the one getting the yard. Yeah, he's taking a lot of yards.
And then the last one I like is Goddard, anytime TD plus 145.
So you're big on the tight ends.
Yep. And then first scoring play, Eagles field goal plus 375.
Yeah.
And I think both these kickers have big legs, so the longest field goal over 47.5 yards, minus 110. So I really like, I mean, prop bets you have fun with, but in most years I have fun with them. And Steph Curry's total points against the final rounds, Steph Curry points, rebounds, and assists against the final round of the Phoenix Open. Those type things. I use it this year. I'm trying to make some money with these, and I put some thought into them.
Who do you like in that Phoenix Open? Would you look at that yet? Do you look at that field?
No, I didn't look at any golf. Although John Rahm took the week off from Pebble. There's some talent.
Yeah.
There's some talent runs around out there.
Yeah, I want to see that's what 16th hole, the party hole.
Carnage. It's a good tournament. I mean, my boy Ted Treba, who in the 90s played every year. Of course, the talent was good, but as we get older, the talent gets better and they wear less. So you'll enjoy yourself out there. Man, I thought we'd over a crime. She'd be on death row. She was hot. That light skinned sister. Oh Lord, have mercy. Baby girl. Oh, she turned around. Baby girl, looking over a crime, you'd be on death row. Baby girl. Yeah, baby girl.
I'm going to say this. This year's interview was, it was hard to top what we did last year. Do you remember last year when I had you on?
No.
With John Sally?
Oh my God. I brought up him and Lisa Ann.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
He gave me his number and wanted me to do his podcast. Never heard from him again.
Really?
That's fine. Sally's cool. I mean, I'm sure if I ran into him, he's like my man, but
he tried giving me his number while we were live doing this.
Yeah,
I was like, John, stop. What are you doing?
Yeah, he was great. Like anybody, like Lisa, I think Lisa Ann's so hot. I mean, you watch her on video. She retired, but John Sally.
She does a lot of stuff with one of the morning shows in St. Louis. She just went to Jamaica with it.
Yeah, she's big into fantasy football.
She's big into fantasy football, and they have her on a lot.
Yep.
And she just went down and hung out with them, and they showed her trip. She showed down to Jamaica.
Yeah, she's very personable.
Yeah.
I mean, laid back, really cool, really cool chick. Just again, loved sex and didn't care, and got in, got out. Now she's on to her next phase of her life with. If you want to see a pretty radical documentary on Netflix, it's After Porn Ends. My buddy Andy Weiss did all three. It's about porn stars after they get out of business and what do they do with their life. It's the sad part of it. It's the sad part of not the Lisa Ann's who go right into mainstream and doing great and people love her and no one brings up her past and she's magnetic. And then there's some that just literally flounder, and struggle. And you're like, Asia Carrera, who's a classical pianist, lives on the outskirts of Vegas, and her husband died in a motorcycle accident or something, and she got 2 kids she's got to raise. And how's she going to raise them? And she's in documentary number 2, I think. And you're like, oh my God. And when you see her when she was in the business, she's drop dead gorgeous. And then you see her age, these kids, and the stress, and you're just like, oh, your heart tugs. It's After Porn Ends. I think there's 3 of them on Netflix. My buddy Andy Weiss did them, and they're really, really, really well done. And it just gives you an idea of their life. But those are the props I like as far as the game is concerned. Listen, it's so hard going against Mahomes in Kansas City.
The Eagles can just beat people up all year.
But when you have such a difference in the offense and defensive lines of the, like there's an extreme advantage there. If the game is played clean, Kansas City can't win. They need Hurts to give them a couple turnovers. Problem is, he's only done that 1 game this entire year. That was the Monday night game against Washington, which just so happens the only game he lost this year. He's 16-1 as a starter this year. Against winning teams this year, he's 9-0. He has not lost to a winning team all year long. Now, could that change in the Super Bowl? Could the moment be too big? He didn't look all that great against the Niners. He missed Brown on a go route. Oh my God, overthrew him by 8 yards. And at BrandonLang.com, I'm 5-1 in the NFL playoffs. The only game I missed was the Jags KC game with the backdoor field goal or I'm undefeated. So I've had a good feel for the playoffs, which is crazy because my NFL season was horrible. I had a great college football season, best season in 30 years. NFL was just average at best. Then the college bowl games, after having the unbelievable college football season, had a horrible bowl season and lost the national championship game. NFL, I have a average season at best, killing the NFL playoffs. It's so zig and zag, yin and yang in this business. So right now, my lean is towards Philly. I'll be releasing the game by 6 o'clock tonight. There's two guys that every year I talk to at Radio Row about the Super Bowl, and I'm waiting to see them. But everything will be up at BrandonLane.com. But I think the Eagles are the right side of the game. I don't think the Chiefs belong here. I think the Jags had them on the ropes. The second half, the adjustments Doug Peterson made, they couldn't stop Trevor Lawrence. The reason why is because they couldn't get pressure on him, and they went right through him. And if that kid doesn't fumble at the 5-yard line, and they cut it to 3. They cut it to 3 with 5 minutes to go. That's 2 straight possessions they scored. They're probably going to stop. They're probably going to get the ball back down 3. They're probably going to go score again. Now the Chiefs are going to have the ball in 1:40 to go down 4. Can Gimpy Mahomes take them length of field? Turnovers killed the Jags. Then they caught a break with Cincinnati's offensive line. We all got fooled. We saw Cincinnati's offensive line play great up in Buffalo. We thought, okay, they're going to be fine on their end. They weren't. They got overran. Now everybody's all over KC again because they beat Cincinnati. That was a bad offensive line that got exposed. Nobody talked about Chris Jones against Jacksonville. Nobody mentioned his name against Jacksonville. He got blocked against Jacksonville. This is the best offensive line with 2 Hall of Famers, Lane Johnson and Kelsey. But the other 2 guys are no joke. The other 2 guys on the offensive line are absolute beasts. So if they don't get pressure on Hurts, that secondary can be had. Just see Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville as an example.
He is Brandon Lang. It's BrandonLang.com is where you can find him as we have another Super Bowl under our belt.
I guess the media party's at a farm.
Yes. Yeah. Looks nice. Look at the picture. I looked at the picture.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It looks like a nice. It's no Universal Studios like what we did last year. But
nothing will top that.
No.
Nothing will top the aquarium in Atlanta, and nothing will top Universal Studios.
Yeah. That was a mistake, just letting us run full.
I think next year in Vegas, the NFL rents out Sapphire Strip Art. Way to go, Raj. Way to go, Raj. Way to go, Raj.
Brandon, thank you so much.
I bet.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.